Monster Hunters and Monster Honeys, it's your boy Dak908, aka the Dick Dugger himself, back again with some more of this Monster Hunter goodness. And 100% real talk, I totally forgot we was doing a week of thing, so I haven't uploaded any of the week of Switch Acts, and that's why I just totally forgot. But let's say this is the first video of the new year. No New Year's and everything, all that was like practically a week ago. As I do this, it is January 6th. And I didn't do a happy holidays video like I normally do. Unfortunately, I was celebrating the hell out of my holidays. But anyway, hopefully everyone had a good one. Regardless though, here we are, Monster Hunters, Monster Honeys, Monster Hunters, Monster Honeys, Duggers and Diggettes, the Duggaverse in general. We are fighting Sergios, or Steve as people call him. I don't know. I know it's again, we're doing this again, but if I'm not mistaken, it's just the standard one this time around. Now, a lot of people don't really like fighting this guy. I mean, I really don't either, but it is what it is, like, as for right now. And he makes a pretty good hunt. You know, I decided to upload this particular fight because it was just me and the other guy. I mean, we two-man this thing. And sure, we probably could have done it a lot sooner, but I wanted to actually really upload this video because it felt like it was a bit of a struggle, you know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but watching, to be 100% honest, watching a match where the two players, or the player himself, actually struggles a bit is more my speed. I would much rather watch that particular fight as opposed to one where he just like slams through the monster like, for like no reason, you know, just hands him the foot, you know? So that's the reason for that. Okay, moving over. Okay, so this Switch Axe is what's this monster, like the new Moron or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's his Switch Axe, but key thing about the Switch Axe, even though the element isn't actually very effective against Sergios right here, the added defense, it gives you plus 20 on defense. It's actually worth the pickup, you know what I mean? Also, one thing I did learn, that this particular Switch Axe isn't actually as bad as I thought it actually was. I thought it was just like some kind of ragtag Switch Axe, but due to its, you know, its actual its stats, it's actually pretty solid. And to have the element file, vial or file, I can't remember. To have that, not the element, the impact one is actually better than the element in this game. So I select pretty well. I want to say I use quite a bit of these, you know, these things to my advantage when fighting this monster here. Because out of all the fights I've done for this whole week of series, I want to say this one's probably the best. I don't know, there's a Gore Magala fight that you guys are probably going to see later on that's actually pretty good too. I don't know, but I think this one's the better fight. So anyway, we are, what, 3 days into this one? 3 days into this week, excuse me. Much like how we're 3 days into this actual week. That is no accident. I intentionally did such a thing, so that way we can get directly back on format with this whole week of thing. I want to go ahead and knock out the rest of these, so that way we can go ahead and switch. Switch Axe. So that way you can switch over, not to sword mode, but to the next weapon, of course. So let's talk about that for a second. Now, a lot of people have been saying, yo, Dak, longsword. Actually, one very, very adamant person in general has been telling me, yo, do longsword next. I'm voting for longsword every time. So don't forget, guys, if you guys want to see me use a different weapon for next week, next time we do the week of thing, which next week is, you know, do good. Want me to choose another weapon, I need you to go to the link. You know what, screw it, I'll put it in the description. And you can select what weapons you would like to see me use next week. Granted, we still got 4 more days of this particular weapon right here, so if you want to go ahead and jump the gun, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to stop you, you know what I mean? I'll have it up here in the description so that way you can go and access it right now if you want, but you normally don't have to up until like the end of the week. What I do is I let that sit for about 3 or 4 days, and at the end of that 3 or 4 day period, whoever's at the top of the list is the weapon I use next. Now, if you want to be nice, you know, you remember what weapons that I actually use, you can go ahead and choose those. Granted, just like last time I did this, it took forever for people to actually use weapons, or to select the weapon that I normally use, so that way they can get great gameplay as opposed to this mediocre stuff. regardless, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about broadening my horizon. Now, I will say that once I did the week of dual blades back in 3 Ultimate, I actually became accustomed to the dual blades. So that's why when I did the dual blades, I think that was the second week, I wasn't opposed to it. I was gung-ho for it. I kind of knew what kind of dual blades I wanted to use anyway. So I'm doing this to broaden my horizons to, all these other weapons that I actually don't really know too much of. Holy freaking Dawson's Creek. I'm looking at the video footage right now, and I'm figuring out why it took us so long to actually do this fight. There's 2 of them. I didn't know there was 2 of them. Yo, look at us. Being on MOG and whatnot, taking on 2 of these Sergios at the same time. So, with all that being said, let me chime in on some stuff. Okay, now, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate isn't necessarily ending, but I want to find ways, besides streaming, because I do stream that quite a bit, I want to find other ways to actually breathe new life into Monster Hunter, because I kid you guys not, after I uploaded all the monster videos, I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna do the week of thing again, and I want to say there should probably be a different segment out there, because the only videos that you guys are gonna get would be the week of. You know what I mean? It would just be week of. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys want to see something besides this whole week of thing. I mean, I'm down for anything. If you guys have any ideas as to like what I could be doing with Monster Hunter, by all means, please, because I do not want the videos to get stale, okay? Because when videos get stale, you have no reason to come to watch them, all right? I mean, because if you're here just to hear my voice, then yo, kudos, shout outs to the people. But even me personally feel that, voice and everything is cool and all, but the video presentation, feel me? You have to be able to look at it and enjoy everything you're looking at, as well as hearing. It's why it's a video. I mean, you must see and hear these 2 things. So if your hearing is being dealt with to the appropriate level, that's fine. But what about the visual part? I know I added the bar over there with my gear information, designed straight up for this week of things, so that way people are like, yo, what are you wearing, and all that. Yo, my man, it's on the screen. If you literally watch the video, it is it's right there, homie. So if you guys have any ideas on other things that I could be doing, so that way I can get an idea of like what to do potentially. I may do exactly what you say, or I might throw my own spin on something, because you know me, I'm a little different when it comes to a little different than others when it comes to certain things. So yo, just wanted to do that. It's about that time, not just for this game, because this game isn't even a full year yet, and I'm not necessarily saying I'm getting bored with it, but I feel like I need to find that thing to to help me want to play it more. I mean, 3U kind of did the same thing, but I took a break from 3U for a while, and then I got back into it, and then I decided to actually collect all the armor. I mean, I was making videos for it pretty much the entire time, but I had the videos spaced out a lot more. Whereas with 4 Ultimate, I released a lot more videos in a higher frequency than that of 3 Ultimate. So that way, I bore myself out. Like when you bore into something, like you drill a hole. I don't know. I'm just talking here. But yo, we do poo poo the streaming. So if you want to check that out, twitch.tv/Dak908. I mean, that's one thing. We try to stream there as often as we can. But streaming is cool and everything. I help people. That is all we do on my stream. All I do is help people. But that, I mean, it's always open lobby night on my streams. That's the thing. That is the draw. If hey, can you help me? Sure, let's go. I don't care what your HR is. Just slide through and we'll hunt together. Like I said, it's open lobby to any and everyone. All you need, the qualifications, the criteria to get into this lobby is have the damn game and a 3DS and the internet and be in the Twitch stream. To be honest, the only true one is to actually be in the Twitch stream. If you just join off my friends list, I'll boot you, because it's just not fair. You know what I mean? So, hey, but that's that. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Like, normally I normally have things to talk about. Normally status updates, but I just hit you guys with all the status updates like up front. I didn't really do anything. I mean, I could have talked about the monster, but yo, it's Sergios. I mean, we fought this thing like 20 times. If I'm not mistaken, the very last video prior to this one was a Sergios fight. So if I told you guys any tips there, man, you ain't forgot them tips. It's right there. Well, you might have, but yo, the video's there with the tips. Yo, but that's it. So without further ado, without further derailing this commentary, I am going to try and leave on a high note, so that way I don't slowly but surely kill myself with the not necessarily kill myself, but let the commentary get all nice and not so nice. But without further ado, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Duggars, Digettes, Monster Hunters, Monster Honeys, it's been your boy, Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Yo, join my Discord server. I don't have my link. I don't know. I don't even know why I said that. Like, if I put the link in the description, it's gonna time. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I carded. Look at me, I suck. I carded. Regardless, though, thank you all for coming. Like, I got too used to streaming. I always say thank you all for coming. But anyway, thank you all for watching, I guess I should say. If you have any suggestions on what we could do in the future to throw a wrench in the standard and very stale Monster Hunter video kind of format that I got going on, by all means, do not hesitate. There's no dumb answers. Okay? There's just some that people don't think is as creative. That's an as. Okay, that's as, not as, comma as, just double as. It's kind of like this weird English thing where we say that 3 times in a row and it's perfectly fine. That had some chicken, whatever. I'm rambling. Yep, that's it. All right, peace.